What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Mind Over Matter, the podcast where real stories create impact. I'm your host, Nick Storms, and today's episode is about purpose, discipline, and what it really means to live intentionally in a world full of distractions. Today, I'm joined by Jeff T. Blue, founder, a community builder, and the mind behind your favorite color and Tripod's Fit, right? Tripod's Fit?
CrossFit, yep.
Tripod's Fit. So, Jeff is someone who doesn't just talk motivation, he lives it, he builds it, and gives back to the community. And great job on doing that, my guy.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you.
Yep. So this conversation is about mindset, faith, consistency, and choosing purpose even when nobody's watching.
hmm
All right, Jeff. So take us back. So obviously you started out training at Lifetime, right?
hmm Well,
Um, s-
a
at
little bit
Lifetime.
before that, but yes, I started off actually. I started fitness teaching at a kickboxing studio.
Okay,
Um,
boxing. Oh, okay.
it's crazy. I never even kickboxed before. I boxed a little bit here and there. I never kickboxed before, but I was like, you know what? One thing about me is if you give me the idea or the plan, I'm gonna make the rest happen. I'm gonna make it happen.
Right,
So
right.
I'm always like, as long as you put me in a room, I could do the rest. So I started there, and I worked a few other jobs at the time. Then I unfortunately got let go from that place. Just how life happens. But every setback comes with something that's gonna push you forward.
Yeah.
And,
And there you
and for me,
go. And
yeah,
that's exactly what we're talking about.
yeah, exactly. And
Overcoming
so
setbacks.
and
Yeah.
I always
Mhm.
try to bounce back. I always look at life like a slingshot, right? When it pulls you back, sometimes it's gonna feel crazy that you're going backwards, but usually that means that it's preparing to catapult you
It's
forward.
preparing you. Listen, man, I
Gotta be
shared my
ready.
story countless times, countless times. I've been counted out. I've been cut from teams. I know what it's like to feel like you're not enough. You're always
Yeah,
counted out. Coach feels like they're not giving you another chance. So, you know what the answer is. You got to
yeah,
make yourself the
yeah.
opportunity. No
It's
one,
up to
you
you.
know,
Yep.
yeah, it's up to
You
you.
gotta create it. You gotta create it.
Hmm.
And so, yeah, I found the job on Indeed randomly, and then I went to the interview, and they were like, "Yo, like you're perfect for what we want. Like, come through." And so it was a startup company, and it kind of kickstarted my fitness career. Back then, it was like the studio blew up. It was kind of popular all over the city. I taught there for about 3 years, then the pandemic hit, and then once the pandemic hit, I transitioned to online and started doing
Hmm.
classes right here on Zoom and just making stuff happen and working through there. Just building a community. For me, it was always about giving back and how can I pay that forward, right? It's not just
Right.
I'm a firm believer that blessings are meant to be shared. That's what I try to lean on the most is trying to make sure that when I get blessed with something, I can help those behind me and just to keep everything moving and shaking that way. So yeah, fast forward, I pandemic ended. I went and worked at a cycling studio. I learned how to teach cycling, and then I found my way to Lifetime. And then after Lifetime, I opened my own gym because I just was like, yo, I'm in a space of learning. I want to learn and be better and
Right.
continue to build.
Right. Absolutely.
And why not do it for yourself, right?
Why
Like,
not?
why wait for somebody else's opportunity when you can just create the opportunity for yourself?
You
And I
create
think
the
that's
opportunity for
a
yourself.
lot,
Right.
a lot of people are kind of lacking and missing in this day and age. Is like you're missing out on the idea that everything you need is right there. You don't have to wait for somebody to tell you or give you the opportunity. You have everything you need right there at your disposal. So it's a matter of just
Right.
creating it. And if you fail,
Right.
that's okay. Fail forward, fail and learn, and
Yeah,
then come
learn.
back and try it
Because
again.
that's all
But
we do. We live and learn. That's all we
right,
do.
exactly.
No.
Well, everybody on this earth is it's their first time on this earth. So
Absolutely. We're
yeah,
not perfect.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, right,
So yeah, man, I
exactly.
was gonna ask, when did the vision come alive for
The
creating your own
trap
gym?
house.
Yeah, trap house, yeah.
Um, Honestly, so trap house is a half Pilates, half strength studio.
Right.
Um, and it's funny because I was taking Pilates class as a joke, right? Like I had a friend who was like, "Yo, come to class." Like, naturally most people usually hear Pilates and they think like, petite white women like in a room like listening to like, random music or whatever the case may be. And so I was like, you know what? It looks like it's challenging. Let me go try and see. And when I got there, I was like, oh, nah, this is actually really challenging. It's really tough stuff. So I was like, hey, you know what? Let me try. Let me keep coming back. Let me come back again. Let me come back again. Let me come back again. And from there, I kind of just knew that I was enjoying the process and also just kind of changing the stigma of like who I saw in the room and representation. And I was always still teaching my hit classes and things of that nature. And then one day, my business partner called me and was like, "Yo, I'm thinking about this idea. I see you online doing Pilates. Like, how can how can we bridge the gap and put these things together. And so for me, it was all about representation, right? Like it's
Right.
not representation in this space. I think being able to be around people and say like, this is what we're doing, this is how we're going to carry it is also super cool. So we opened January of 2025. So we're coming up on 1 year, and it's been a blessing ever since. So yeah,
Hey, and for everybody tuning in, make sure you guys stop by.
yeah.
Go check
Please
out his
pull up.
gym.
Please pull up.
Stay
Please.
fit. You'll level up physically, mentally.
Yeah, for sure.
Always.
For sure.
Uh-huh. Absolutely. Some other question is, your brand is literally built on purpose.
hmm
So when did you realize you were called to more than just success but impact?
Um, Honestly, since I was young, I come from a family of helpers. Everybody in my family is big on giving back, paying it forward, helping those who might not be able to help themselves. I think
Right.
that was always ingrained in me, and since I was young. And it's funny because so my grandmother's a pastor, so I grew up in church, and faith has always been super important for me. And so one day I was in a church service, and the pastor just was speaking about purpose,
Right.
and it just resonated with me more than, obviously I've been going to church my whole life, but like I think this service kind of resonated with me a lot because it was during a time where I was really trying to find myself. Um, it just made me kind of open my eyes a little bit more to what I was trying to do, and kind of I was in a very dark space in my life, and it really helped give me
Yeah,
direction.
yeah, yeah. Because church is all about praying, self-reflecting, and
Yeah,
honestly,
ver-
it's
very
it's really
much
good.
so.
Everybody should
Yeah,
go. Everybody should
yeah,
go.
very, very much so. Because
Everybody.
and that's the thing. I
Exactly.
think people get so
No.
wrapped up in religion as far as like exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So people get wrapped up in religion and think like, you have it's like a cult or it's a you know s- that's everybody's journey is gonna be different with faith. But as
Everybody.
long as you're getting what you need out of it, then I think that that's what's most important.
That's
And for me,
definitely what's most important.
for
Yeah.
me that day, I definitely got a lot out of it. And so yeah, I kind of built everything I was doing on just purpose and like
hmm
that message in itself. And so I started to build my own brand, and I started to just build, community, and I knew that I wanted to just live every day intentionally. Like that day in church was so profound for me that it kind of changed the direction on how I wanted to look at life and how I approach life and how I approach what was going on around me. And for me, I was just hoping that I could still impact people in a way that it made sense and it felt real for them as it did for myself. So yeah.
Right. And it's like too, you found your lane, found your passion on how to inspire people.
Right.
Obviously preachers, they're in church, so they have their own way to inspire people.
Right.
But
Yep.
fitness trainer, you're a fitness trainer, so
hmm
you basically pivoted and found your own lane to inspire people. And
Much
honestly,
so.
hey man, kudos to you.
I
That's
thank you.
great.
Appreciate it.
Can't wait. I definitely got to come through the gym. I can't
I
wait.
definitely gotta
I
come.
definitely
Definitely
will.
gotta pull up. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
For
Yeah.
sure.
So building up to that, everyone talks about purpose when things aren't going well. When things aren't really going well, right? Yeah. Or
Mhm.
going well, either or. So how do you stay grounded when you're in the seasons of setbacks?
I think a lot of it is faith, like being rooted in
Yeah,
faith, knowing that this might not be my season.
right.
And that's okay. I think
And that's normal.
right.
That's
Yeah, yeah.
normal. Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, I think people kind of forget that that's just a part of life, right? You find out how strong you truly are through adversity. If every day of life is easy or it doesn't, or you just kind of go through life and don't have to face anything.
Then it feels like you're just getting everything handed to you. You're
Right.
not necessarily
Exactly.
learning. Yeah.
And it doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel like, like when you talk to people and they talk about, setbacks or, their negative experiences, and you sit there and you feel like you have nothing to offer in that conversation. It's like, well, what am I doing differently? Right? I feel like
That's it.
that's just part of the journey, right? When you're on the road of doing something good or something that is really worth it, it's gonna come with some type of adversity, some type of setback. It's gonna really just have you decipher if this is what you really want to do. And so for me, I kind of just be steadfast in that, and knowing that for me personally, I'm big on, like I was telling somebody this recently, like my plan B is a way to make plan A work, right? So I think when you get sat down or life puts you on a bench, usually it's like sports, right? I know you're an athlete, so like speaking into a sports mindset, you do something wrong in a game, 9 times out of 10, a coach subs you out so they can either talk to you or give you a chance to reflect on what is that you did wrong to
That's
make
it.
adjustments,
That's it.
right?
It's not, it's like I feel like some people take it to heart
No,
that I'm not good. Like, you don't have to. You
Mm-mm.
don't have to. You're an athlete. You're not a perfect athlete. You're gonna make
Right.
mistakes. At the end of the day, you're gonna have setbacks. Every athlete has a setback.
Yeah. And that's why
Yeah,
life and sports are very synonymous because you're not gonna win every day. You're not, but it's a matter of when you sit down and you have that timeout or you get subbed out, you have that time to sit down and really reconfigure what it is you want to do going forward. And I think those are the vital times when life sits you down and gives you time to figure out what you really want to do that you gotta take full advantage of.
you gotta take full advantage of. And
Yeah.
like, yeah, well, you mentioned that self-reflection.
Hmm.
Yes,
Yep.
self-reflection is very important.
Very much so.
Very important. And what I like to do too, high key, sometimes what's best is like just go by the water,
Hmm.
go outside, take a breather,
Yeah.
and just feel the wind, feel the breeze.
Hmm.
And that's a vibe right there. Honestly, it's
Yeah.
a good
Yeah.
vibe
Yeah. Most
because
definitely.
like you just want to be somewhere where like again you can get occupied, you can self-reflect, and you could benefit yourself from not making the same mistakes that you made before,
Yep.
you know? But I feel like some people they think like in the moment, nah, I got this. I'm not gonna make that mistake again. But hey,
It can happen.
it can happen.
Yeah, it can happen for
It
sure. It
can
can happen.
happen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Very much so. Very
it
much
can
so.
definitely happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, man. So back to the Tropos Fit, your community. So
Hmm.
obviously you're not just fitness, you're about culture.
Hmm.
So what do you think most people get wrong about building real community?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think people kind of lose the essence of why they're doing it, right? Like I think people get wrapped up in a number or a status and kind of forget why they're doing it, right? Like, oh, I got this amount of followers, or I have these amount of people signed up for this. I, me personally, I don't care. If I speak on Instagram or if I speak to a group of people, all I need is one. I just need one person for that to resonate with, and that's enough,
Oh
right?
yeah.
Like for example, I'll use an example. Like I went to CultureCon when they just had it recently. Celebration of Black culture. They do like a whole bunch of panels and things of that nature. It's super beneficial.
Speaking of culture, con down the block from me, it was SantaCon
Oh,
on the
yes,
Javits Center.
right. They get a little too crazy at SantaCon,
Oh yeah. Oh
but
yeah. Uh-huh.
but I was there. There's so many people. It was probably like thousands of people out there, and it kind of became overwhelming, right? And for me, I'm like, I really just don't want. I don't want to just be here and just kind of be one of the thousands of people in the crowd. For me, it's like, well, how can I really make an impact on, if
Right.
not everybody here, somebody here?
Somebody.
And I randomly ran to this to a woman. We just started having a conversation. She was with her coworkers. Long story short, I bring up Trap House, and she says to me, "Oh, I work for Gap. I would love to do something with you guys because we're starting to do more athletic gear, and I feel like everything that we've been doing so far is just super cookie cutter, and I want to do something very different. I feel like what you
Right.
guys represent as a black-owned gym, so on and so forth, is super important." And I'm like, "All right, bet. Like, all right, that's all I need. The one connection that I needed from the thousands of people out there, that was the one thing that I needed, and I can't. I was like, I came for something, and that's what I needed, and I left. Right. So I think that that's the thing that people kind of forget about building culture is that you don't really need it got to start as one, right? You got to start from one. One
Oh
turns into
yeah.
two.
You got to
Two turns,
start from level one because I feel like
right.
some people they get caught up on starting from the like,
No,
level 100, and it's like, no, whoa, 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 whoa,
that's
whoa,
not the
whoa.
reality of, and it feels better when you start from the beginning, right? And
It
it and
does.
it's intentional because now people know that it was
Right.
built on a strong foundation.
It's
So I
built on a
think
strong
that's
foundation. It wasn't perfect. It took some steps.
Yeah, I think that's the
Take
thing
some
that people
steps, yeah.
kind of forget. It's just like foundationally, these are the things that we need, especially in building our communities. And I think that that's the thing that people kind of lose sight in because they're so wrapped up in social media or popularity or whatever case may be, and that's not
Right.
real impact. That's just, you're kind of faking it. So yeah,
Yeah, man, I agree. And one thing I always tell people, networking is always the key.
yeah, that's the key. Your network is your net worth, man.
Hmm.
That's how that man. So much of who I am is my relationships. Like there's no way I'm doing some of the stuff that I'm doing without people coming to me and saying I want to be a part of, or I'm willing to be a part of, I'm willing to help and give and whatever to what it is that you're doing. And I'm
Right.
always thankful for that because without them, there's no me, right? So, you know, we can't do it all on our own, right?
We
We
can't.
all need help.
We
We all need
can't.
help at some
We
point in
all
the
need
journey.
help.
And I think it's just a matter of being okay with accepting it. I think it's also something that people kind of shun is like accepting help or saying, like this person put me on or I put this person on. Like, who cares? Who cares? We're
I don't
we're all
care.
here trying to make it happen. Like I don't it doesn't need to be a me versus you or you put me on or I put
Yeah,
you
you know what it is? Some people get caught up on thinking like, oh, I'm in competition. You're not in competition.
on.
You're a team. You're a
It's a
team.
it's a
It's a
it's a
team.
it's a
Like,
it's enough to go around for everybody is what I always say. In every field, every field, every like party, social media thing or like community building or philanthropy or whatever, there's enough to give to everybody. Like if you want to help kids, there's so many kids in the world. You don't have to go fighting for the same type of kid or the same type of community. There's so many people
absolutely
that need
not.
help. So why not? Like why not go help them? So yeah.
And it's like you mentioned, give back.
Yeah.
Give
Giving
back to
back
the
is super
people.
important. Yeah.
Give back to the people. But what I also like to say too, Jeff, to be honest, and I always help people too.
Hmm.
But in life too, some people have to like have the encouragement to help themselves out.
Oh yeah, very.
Because I met some people in my life where they're like, yo, Nick, um, I need help with this, I need help with that. But before they were like, nah, I don't need help. I got this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this
Mhm.
solo. I'm like, okay.
Right.
I'm not gonna force you. I'm
Right. Yeah.
just saying, like, at the
Ex-
end of the day, teamwork is teamwork.
Right. If you really
You,
want to get it done, I'm here to help. But if not, I'm not gonna hold your hand either, because I could be doing something for myself to better myself. I
that's
don't
all.
mind stopping what I'm doing to come over here and help you, but like that's up to you, brother. So
That's all. That's all it is. It's up to you
yeah, yeah, it's up to
at the
you.
end of the day. But you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, they have to have the encouragement to help themselves out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because there's a lot of people in this world that are like operate solo and feel like they have to do everything alone. I mean, and I understand that. I understand that too because we just spoke about I think about not too long ago. That no one's the backup. You're the backup.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No one's the
That,
backup. You're the backup.
yeah.
But hey,
Ain't nobody coming to save you.
yeah,
That's something that I like. I work with a lot of high school athletes too, and I'm telling them all the time, like, there's no one coming here to save you. You do the work, people gonna come. Then you can go. You'll have your options, but no one's coming to say, "Oh, I know that you're a good basketball player. Let me just wait and see." No, you gotta show that. You gotta show people and earn and take and
you gotta take it. Yeah, exactly.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Hmm.
yeah,
Basketball. You mentioned basketball. Man, I tell you, we live in a basketball world where so many people trying to show off.
yeah. It's a lot of things are very relatable to sports, and I think
Yeah.
basketball is one because it's super popular. But like, it's just like, and the with any sport, right? I think it comes down to fundamentals, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Which in reality is your foundation, right? Where are you coming from? Where'd you start from? What are you building upon? If you only know how to shoot, there's so many other ways. There's so many other things in basketball you need to learn how to
You
do.
need to learn how to do. You need to learn how to read the defense. You need to learn how to ball handle. Like there's a lot of fundamentals that you need
So
to
there's
learn.
so many things that
And
people I think they skip. You can't skip
mhm,
steps on the road to success. It's not gonna work.
you can't. You got to learn the basics first.
Right. Because
Like I remember when I first started playing, my pop, shout out to you. We always he always had me just dribble the ball with my right hand, left hand, and had me just work on my like form shooting, like right hand, left hand. Yo, I I used to suck with my left hand. I had to grind on that every day. Like I couldn't even
Yeah.
make a layup with my left hand. I couldn't use my right hand. But then that's when I came to my senses where I have to get more ambidextrous. I got to
Hmm.
dribble right. I got to dribble left, just so I could be versatile and I
Hmm.
could be comfortable on the court.
Yep. Yep.
Especially because I'm a point guard.
Right.
The point guards can't just have the strength with the right hand. They have to have both hands.
Yeah. Yeah. it's and that mentality can be taken into so many different things in life, right? Like just because you think that one direction is one way, you gotta be able to still steer yourself in another way, right? Or if you get if something happens and life throws you off and there's a roadblock there, can you have do you have a counter for that, right? Like all right, I tried to go right, they cut that off, now I can go left. So I think that's the thing that we kind of like have to have that mentality in life of like when that counter comes, do I have a move for it? Or if somebody tries to get in your way, I got to move to get around that. I know what I need to do to get around, the
Mhm.
negativity
Yeah, the
or the
defense, right.
setback or yeah, right. So yeah,
Hmm.
yep,
And it's all about learning ball handling drills too.
mm-hmm,
It's all about ball handling drills. Like at the end of the
yeah,
day, you guys just want to improve your handle. Just
yeah. It's the
look at
reps,
the look
man.
look at tutorials.
Right. It's all reps. It's the same thing in life, man. It's like you want to
And in
learn
the
something.
gym too, when you're lifting.
Yep. Yep. It's all reps. You take the time to
So
build it
reps.
and make it strong and make it
Hmm.
strong. So
Me
whatever
and my mom
whatever your
actually had
weakness
this.
is,
We
find
have
it.
this in the house. The
Yeah, you
barbell,
got the
like the
paint on you.
barbell.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Facts. You can't go wrong. There you go. Yeah, putting
Uh-huh.
that work in.
Put the work in. That's it. Got to put the work in. But
For
no one
sure.
else is gonna do it for you. You got to
Nobody
do
gonna do it for you. Right,
it. You got to
yeah.
do it.
Make sacrifices, man. Sacrifice is the key.
It sacrifices everything.
Yep. Yep, yep, yep.
Totally, man. Totally. Yeah.
Facts.
Another actually, I want to ask this question, Jeff. At Trap House, what kind of classes do you teach for the audience that doesn't know?
So all the classes are on a reformer. So like an
Mm-hmm.
X-former, it's like think about like solid core. So that's like the most popular one that most people know. It's
Mm-hmm.
like half solid core and then half on the
Outside core.
benches. So we have like weights all the way up to like 50. But we do full body day, which is up in the trap, lower body day, which is trap on the low, and then full house is our full body day. So we kind of just you spend 21 minutes on the bed, 21 minutes on the benches. You switch one time, 50-minute class, and it's a full body workout. Well, depending on the day, but on full house days, but you get everything you need. A lot of the classes are really good. It's definitely a challenge. Your core will be challenged, your mental will be challenged, your physical is definitely challenged. And then the music is trap and house music. That's why we call it trap house. So you hear a lot of music you probably wouldn't hear in a typical fitness class. So sometimes I'm in there, people are like, "Oh, you've actually played that song?" Like, yeah, why not? So I think just creating a vibe and creating something that I think is different that hasn't really been seen in New York or anywhere is super cool. So it's fun to always be like, to be ahead of it. And
Oh,
then
absolutely. Yeah, I
yeah,
agree.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Totally.
So I just enjoy being in a space of like I've been in fitness for a long time, so to be in a space of ownership and running a gym and being able to bring my mindset and my energy towards something that is my own is super cool. So it's been a dope experience so far for sure.
Dope, man. Yeah, I've seen the content. You have, well, obviously it's winter now, so you don't have it, but during the summer, you had agility workouts on the field, right?
Oh yeah, so that is my tire flip class. So that's something I do on my own. So I live in Harlem, and so before I got into fitness, I worked with kids. So I worked in a community center, and for me, it was always about if I'm gonna be in this space of fitness, I want to still be in a space of giving back. Um, and so I do a lot of like strength and agility workouts for some of the parents from the center, some of the kids, and then my own community. They come out, and it's super dope. It's super fun to just be outside and move. And then we have the tires out there, so most people have never flipped a tire before, so they usually get very excited about that. And it's always fun because throughout spring and summer and a little bit of the fall before it gets too cold to be outside, we spend every week like linking up and putting work in. And I think it's always good to be around people who are like-minded. I think that's something that a lot of people kind of
Yeah,
lack. It's just
it's always good to be around people that share the same goals that you
yeah,
share. And
yeah,
most importantly, it's good to be around the people that are actually dedicated, wanting to get
right,
better.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It definitely just keeps you motivated because you're around it. I think being around it makes you feel like, dang, if I'm not am I doing my best? Am I doing my part? If I'm not, these people will hold me accountable to do that. And I think that that's something that we definitely lean on with my community. I think, and I think a lot of people really enjoy that. Like, because you look up and it's like one week it's 4 or 5 people in the corner by themselves, and then it's another 4 or 5 like they all know each other, and it's like 2 people they came together. But one thing I do every class, I break everybody up because I don't want you to feel comfortable and be like I'm gonna work out next to my friend and then talk the whole time and just be chilling. Nah, meet somebody new and be thankful that we're gonna challenge each other, we're gonna push each other, we're gonna hold each other accountable, and
Mhm.
that all comes from meeting somebody new. And I think that that's the beauty in it all for sure.
Definitely the beauty. And carrying on to what you were saying about like, oh, I'm gonna talk to my friend, this and that. Like, I feel like some people don't understand. You're in the gym for a reason. You're not just there to just chill with your friend. You're
Yeah.
actually there to network with other people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I feel like they don't get that
Especially
sometimes.
especially group fitness, it's the thing, right? Like that I think people sometimes lose sight of. Working hard is is helping you get to where you need to be, and I think doing it next to somebody else is also like pushing you, because I know for me when I go to the gym and I'm in there next to somebody and they're working hard, it makes me be like, well, am I doing it? Am I working that hard? So now subconsciously, you might not even necessarily know that person, but they help motivate you to do your best, to do better. And I think
Oh
that
yeah,
that's the beauty of it
absolutely.
all, right?
And
Like,
that is the beauty of it. Even if it's a
right,
stranger you don't know, they
right,
could somehow motivate you
yeah.
in disguise. In disguise is what I like to say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you might not even never say anything to them, right? You might not even say like, "Yo, today I worked hard because I was next to said person," but in your brain, like, just when I thought that I was going as hard as I could, I realized that I wasn't because of this person to the left or to the right of me or in front of me, whatever it is. Um, I think that's also a beautiful thing to experience, and also know because we're human, right? We're human. We
Oh
we
yeah.
we have our ups and downs, we have our pitfalls, we have our things that you think you're really good at, and then life will humble you and let you know like you're not as good as you might think you are. Um, so I think that that's always a beautiful thing to see, especially in a space of like movement and in self empowerment. I think also just being seen, right? Like people come to a class and they say, "Oh, I was noticed. Somebody noticed me." Especially somebody that's not necessarily in your friend group, but somebody being like, "Yo, I see you working hard. Here's some congratulations. Here's some love." Like that's enough to carry you through a month, a year, knowing that you're seen and you're noticed and you were heard. Like,
And you know something, that's what everybody wants.
yeah, that's what everybody
That's what
wants.
everybody wants. And
Nobody,
that's what the
nobody wants to
communities,
walk into a group
yeah.
ignored.
hmm
Yeah,
Nobody
that's
wants to be ignored.
that's.
And then what I was gonna say is that's the definition of a community right there.
Hmm. Hmm.
Supporting each other, encouraging each other to work
Yep.
at the highest limit possible.
Hmm.
And then it's
And know that even if I fail, I'm failing around people who are gonna hold me up, right?
that too.
Like
That too,
your community
yes.
will sometimes be your, because they'll hold you up. Yeah, they'll hold you up and hold you accountable, and that's always super important to have for sure, for sure.
Oh man. Even as an athlete myself talking, I always need that. Because I'm not a
Hmm.
perfect athlete. I need
So,
somebody. Well, not just
yeah.
somebody. I need a circle around me that believes in my comeback.
Hmm. Hmm.
Because
Hmm.
at the end of the day, I I would have not have been like all my life living as an underdog. I probably would have never bounced back if it wasn't for my circle that I had that believed in me.
Somebody that's
Because
speaking life into you, man.
mhm,
Hmm.
that's all I needed.
Yeah, that's
Like
it. So,
yeah, I can self motivate myself, but like there's no better feeling than just having a circle that believes in
right.
you and sees
Yeah.
like the best potential in you. No
Hmm.
better feeling.
It's one thing to go hard for yourself, but it's another thing when you know you got people in your corner, right? Because you also know like I can't let them down because they invested their time, energy, effort into me as well. So who am I to give up?
Absolutely. Yeah. And perseverance is everything. Never give up. Never give up.
Yeah, never,
Never.
never. As long as you got air in your lungs, you got opportunity to make it.
Yeah, man.
So yeah,
Mhm. A lot
yeah,
of people need
yeah,
to hear
for
that.
sure.
A lot of people need to hear that
Yeah,
because they're
yeah,
struggling in life, and I know I believe it. I know it's hard to bounce back.
That's why you do the pod, man, so people can understand. Like
Yep.
everybody's story is not gonna look the same. Everybody's energy and vibe and how they carry themselves and where they come from ain't gonna
Hmm.
look the same, but the goal still remains the same, right? It's all
Oh
about
yeah.
growth.
It's all about growth.
Whether
Yeah.
that's,
Right.
mentally, physically, emotionally, internally, like that, that journey is gonna be, like you said, mind over matter. So yeah.
Mind over matter. Yep. So
Hmm.
leading up to that, a lot of people in our generation chase quick results.
Hmm.
What would you say to someone who's impatient with their purpose?
Uh, I think you'll know, right? I think it's just about being patient, and it's hard. Don't get me wrong. Like you think you're gonna be good at something, and then or you think that you are good at something, or you think that this is the perfect thing for you, and then life will. That's what somebody told me a long time ago. If you ever want to make God, because 9 times out of 10, things won't go the exact way you want them to go. So we all know, like me being a believer in faith, I believe that my footsteps are guided. Now, yes, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna do certain things wrong. I'm gonna make a turn where I shouldn't turn. But I know that my plan at the end of the day is already written out for me. I think we all have decisions that we make in our day to day, but I think sitting back and really listening to ourselves and what's actually happening around us, like what feels good for you, what makes you happy,
Right.
what fuels you, what motivates you, what lights your fire, like those are the things that I think are most important. I think that those are the things you lean on when you feel that, right? Like even like being around your friends, like we all have friends that we were super cool with at one point in life, and then we outgrew them, right? Or you meet somebody new and you like, dang, why does it feel like I've known this person forever? That's just alignment. I think that it's the same thing in finding your purpose, right? Like I grew up. I wanted to be an athlete my whole life. Now, granted, that story ended for me, so I figured out what is that. So, what does that actually mean? I work with kids. I thought that I was gonna be a teacher. Now I work in fitness, but I realized that my purpose on this earth was to help people. So now I can do as much as I want to, but as long as I stay in line with my purpose, I can be a teacher, I can be a fitness coach, I can be a mentor, I can be a motivator, whatever that is. But as long as I stay in the lane of knowing my purpose and that my purpose is to affect lives in a positive way. So whatever I'm doing, I just know that that's what I'm called to do. I think that came from just doing everything, right? Trying my hand at different things, but knowing that the thing that fueled me and motivated me and made me want to keep going back is the fact that I was helping other people. And so I think it's just like trial and error, right? Like anything else. It ain't gonna be perfect. You might fail. You might realize that you hate whatever said thing that you're doing, but keep trying different things. You gotta throw mud at the wall till something sticks, and I promise something will stick out to you because we all have a purpose. Every single one of us has it. But are you willing to do the work to go find out what that looks like and not wait
Hmm.
too long to go find it? So yeah.
Very well explained, my guy. Very well said.
Yeah.
And what you mentioned, find your purpose. And what that reminds me of is be versatile.
Mm-hmm.
Try everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because you never know. When you try everything, you just like your path could be laying right in front of your face. You just don't see it yet.
Just don't see it yet. Yep.
You don't see it yet. If you're in love with basketball, you might be a coach.
Right.
If you're in love with football, you might be a coach. Baseball, coach, the list goes on, right? And then you
Yeah,
even
and
mentioned,
it's so many. Now go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, it's okay, bro. You mentioned fitness was your passion, right? You love fitness.
Mm-hmm.
So look, you started your own gym and your own community, and you followed your purpose. That's what everybody has to do. They feel
Yeah.
like their purpose is, I need to go pro. You don't need to go pro.
No.
You don't need to go pro
Mm.
because that's not a guaranteed path for you. And it's like you said,
Right.
Jeff, that's plan A, but you need a plan B, a plan C, plan D.
Mm-hmm.
That's where life throws that curveball at you.
Yeah.
You
And the
know?
thing is that like and like even going back to your to like what I was saying about like plan A, plan B, plan whatever it is, if you say, for example, I want to go to the league. what they're saying is that that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to go to the league as a player. I got friends that work in media for the NBA. I got friends that work in training for the NBA. I got friends that work in marketing for the NBA. But guess what? You are still getting paid by the NBA. So you don't have to be a player to be in the league. You can do so many things under the league umbrella and still feel like you can be an agent. You can do whatever you want to do. And now it feels like, okay, from like listening to what you're saying, right? Like I want to be in the league. Now you're not saying I want to be in the league as a player. You're saying I want to be in the league. That means you can still find a way to get there. So in reality, you're still taking your plan B, C, D, and still getting back to plan A, which
Back to
was
plan A.
I want to be in the NBA. Now, no, it might not be exactly how you've envisioned it as a player, but that doesn't mean that
It
you
doesn't
fell
mean the
short of your
dream's
goal.
dead. It doesn't mean that.
You still can get there,
Yeah,
right? You still
it
can
doesn't
get
mean
there, but
that.
it's just gonna
Right.
look different. And are you okay with it looking different? That I think that's the hardest thing. People are so wrapped up in their egos of saying, "Well, if I don't go to the league as a player, I'm not gonna do nothing with the NBA." Well, that's stupid. Because guess what? It's still money to be made. So you're gonna go sit on the block? You're gonna go just chill? Like, nah. And one chill pays no bills. That ain't gonna get you nowhere. So,
That's a fact.
so it ain't gonna get you nowhere. So
That's
you
a
might as well
fact.
start
Yeah.
grinding towards getting to where you need to be. It's still respect, it's still admiration, it's still all those things. Think about it. As a kid, you meet somebody that says, "Oh, I work with LeBron James every day." Well, doing what? Well, I'm his agent. Oh, so you are still around basketball. Or you are still around athletes. I'm still around my favorite players every single day. It just looks different. So I think that's the thing that people have to kind of shake that mentality of.
They got to shake that mentality because this is the thing, right? And this is kind of a problem with my generation.
Hmm.
They're boxed into one lane.
Yeah.
They're boxed into one lane, and this is the thing. If that dream doesn't happen for them, that's where they're like in the middle of the gap, stranded. Like,
Hmm.
damn, what's next? And let me
Hmm.
tell you something, Jeff. I said my story plenty of times. I did want to play college basketball.
Hmm.
I did. Sadly, it didn't happen for me. So what did I do? I didn't quit. I didn't step away from the game. I
Hmm.
pivoted and found my own lane.
Yep.
Now I'm a journalist for the team. I'm building up their culture doing media. I'm doing everything possible for them.
Yeah.
And they're more than happy to have me as a collaborator.
Right. Yeah. That's how it go. That's how it go. It doesn't have to be in the same lane that you think it's gonna always be. Sometimes you still can make an impact, but doing it the way that it feels good for you,
For you.
right? Like it still
Absolutely.
feels good for you,
And on
right?
top of that, you could discover a hidden talent that you never knew you had.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like I never knew I had a journaling talent. Now I'm writing articles every game and they're
Yeah.
loving it.
Yeah, exactly. And
It's
and
like
guess what?
ESPN coverage. Yep.
And you still around the team, right? They still looking at you as somebody that's trusted. They count on you to tell their story. Like those things are just as important. I think that's the thing that people get so wrapped up in, like the status of it. Like, nah, don't the status of it. I'm here. I'm doing what I got to do. I'm doing what's necessary. There's a lot of people doing a lot less. So, you gotta be thankful for it and not block your blessings in the midst of that. So, yeah.
Absolutely. And again, they tie their identity to the roster, the jersey, and the stat sheet.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like deep down they don't see, like just visualize it. You could do so much
Yep.
more. And then once you find your passion and your lane, and you stay connected to what you love to do, you're gonna be counting your blessings every day.
Every day. Every day. Every day. Because now you're just taking steps forward and picking up gems as you go. Stuff gonna start to fall in your lap because you finally are aligned in what you're supposed to be doing.
That's it.
So,
And then ever since
yeah,
I started that, man, I found my purpose.
that's it. That's it.
That's
That's
all it
it.
was. The dream wasn't there for me.
Right.
It wasn't there for me.
I mean that just wasn't the part of the dream that you couldn't see totally, right? Think about it. They say dreams you don't remember everything. That dream was something that just wasn't manifested fully. You thought you was gonna be doing something, but in reality, you know, something else was really right there waiting for you.
Something else is right there waiting for me.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's like, how would I say it? It was like divine alignment,
That
you
always.
know?
That's how it
Yep.
go. That's how it go. That's how it go.
And honestly, I couldn't be more happy to be a journalist.
That's what's
Love
up.
journaling, man. I love journaling.
That's what's up. And see how that turns your passion into something else, right? Now you can feed that. You can feed it more. You can feed it more. So yeah.
Absolutely. And for everybody tuning in, find your passion. Don't get boxed into one lane. At the end of the day, there's plenty of other ways you can stay connected to what you love to do.
Very much so. Very
Hmm.
much so.
Yeah. So when it's all said and done, Jeff, how do you want people to remember you by not just the name, the brand Trap House, but as Jeff the Man?
I want people to remember me how I cared about people. I think I want my impact to be the thing that people remember the most. Um,
Hmm.
how I loved on people, how I impacted lives in a positive way, how I pushed people forward, how I helped them find their purpose. I just want to be remembered for a positive impact on people's lives because that's really what I felt like I needed as a kid. And so if I can turn back and give that to so many other people, then I feel like I did my part. So I think I'm doing all
Absolutely.
right so far. So I'm just trying to keep building that, man. That's it. Just
And
keep
my God, look, keep going. Best of luck to you. I'm proud to see what you're doing. I can't wait to come to your gym.
yeah, please pull up soon.
Definitely.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely, man. So to wrap up, the last question.
Hmm.
What does mind over matter mean to you personally?
Um, if you don't mind, it don't matter. I think it's just a matter of just really being. You have to be a little. I don't want to say crazy. That's like because crazy kind of has like a cloud around it, but you have to kind of be a little bit like headstrong, you know, and really know where you're going because direction is more important than speed, and uh, and be okay with the storm because it's gonna come, right? It's gonna come.
You just said
But
my last name.
yeah, facts.
Yep.
Yeah, but
Uh-huh.
I think being okay with the storm. I think when you're on that journey, it's gonna have rainy days, it's gonna have cloudy days, it's gonna thunder, it's gonna snow, it's gonna be whatever. But can you keep pressing forward, knowing mentally that you know exactly where you're trying to go?
Exactly. Hmm.
I think that that's the most important part is understanding that sometimes storms may come and disrupt your life, but in reality, sometimes they might really be coming just to clear your path,
It's
so you can
coming to clear your
see.
path, right?
Tornadoes might
Uh-huh.
move stuff out your way. Yeah. So
Yeah.
so
Actually,
yeah,
speaking of
man.
which,
That's pretty much it.
okay.
Now go
Respect,
ahead.
man. I like that. Yeah. So, when you mentioned overcome the storm, I actually wrote a poetic essay, "The Squirrel and the Storm," that I'm gonna show
Okay.
you. I'm gonna email it to you.
I bet. Yeah.
You should
Send me
definitely
that.
check it out. It's like you're really gonna feel it.
I
You're really
bet.
gonna feel it. And
I look forward to it.
I say one of the best poetic essays I ever wrote.
That's what's
Because
up.
I was we had an event. I think it was open mic night.
Hmm.
I read it to the audience. Loved it.
Yeah, man.
Loved
Yeah,
it.
man.
Hmm.
It's just sharing who you are, man. I think like I said, like I said before, sharing who you are, I think resonates with people more than anything else. People feel real. People
Oh yeah,
know people know real versus authentic in the world of internet and captions and filters and BBLs and blah blah blah. Blah. Like people can feel real. And that's what people really be looking for. Aside from all the other stuff, people want to just be around something that just feels real for them.
that just feels real.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
because like you mentioned, everybody's gonna go through a storm.
Everybody.
Everybody.
You can't avoid it, and it's inevitable, just like change, man. So it's gonna happen whether you're ready for it or not.
It's gonna happen. You
Yeah,
just gotta figure out how to pivot and find
yeah,
your passion.
yeah. That's it.
That's it,
That's
man.
it.
Hey Jeff, I appreciate you pulling up and sharing your story, sharing your purpose and your perspective. Conversations like this are exactly why Mind Over Matter exists to remind people that success starts eternally.
Hmm. Thank you for having me, my brother. I
Um,
appreciate you.
my pleasure, man. And for everyone listening, if this episode gave you value, take something from it and apply it to your own life because that's how impact spreads.
Hmm.
That's how it spreads. And make sure to tap in with Jeff. Come visit his gym. Be a part of his community. All links will be in the description. And as always, stay focused, stay resilient, and remember your storm could become your strength. All
That's
right,
right.
yeah, man.
That's right.
Totally. I can't wait to do those outside workouts. Huh?
No, for sure. They're gonna be a
Yeah.
movie for sure. They're gonna be a movie for sure. Get ready.
Hey, man, I come ready to work. I'll be ready. Just let me stretch. Let me warm up. I got my water. Hey, I'll be ready.
I bet. I'll be looking for you. I'll be looking for you out there when it comes time.
Definitely, bro. I'll be ready. But hey, man, yeah, thank you. Seriously, thank you for coming on here. And
Of
like, again,
course, of course.
your story was definitely inspiring, and I believe that my audience will resonate to it.
But thank you, man. I
Absolutely.
appreciate it.
Yeah,
Anything you need from me, we always locked in. You know that.
always like that, my guy. Yes, sir.
That's
Yeah.
a
All right,
fact.
Jeff. Hey, man, take care.
All right, my brother. Peace.
And that wraps it up for Mind Over Matter. I'll see you guys soon. Peace out. I always give them a salute. Gotta give them a salute. Yes, sir.